You ready? You ready for this? I want something else to get me through this. A summertime kind of life, baby, baby. I want something else. I'm not listening when you say goodbye. Do 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 do. I could probably keep doing the do do do's forever. This is really off topic, but I have to say it because I'm gonna keep doing it like the whole episode. Do you guys ever get like an itch on your like hand or something and you're just like trying to like itch it? Because it's like, how do you itch your hand? You know, my thumb is so itchy. I don't know what's happening. Like it's really causing me some troubles. This thumb in particular is causing me some troubles because, well, I do keep picking off hangnails and it like bleeds like no other, but like it's itchy. Why? Anyway, hey. Hey, you guys! Welcome back to The Buzz with Beth, and I am your host, Bethany Haven. I know what you're thinking. What is that in her hair? Oh my god, I'm so glad you noticed! You guys know me so well. Ah! It's a ladybug clip. Oop! My mom bought them for me off Amazon. Oh my god, the mic's gonna come down, and the mic's gonna come crashing down. I didn't bring a drink in. Oh no! I'm probably gonna have to get one, but that's gonna be my problem in a few minutes. Okay, sorry, I was adjusting the microphone. Whew. What was I saying? I felt like I was saying something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, yeah, my mom got me these, like cute little ladybug clips off Amazon. What the heck? I love them. Actually, I got them and they were on like these little metal clips, but the ladybugs were hanging so far off of them that they didn't look right in my hair. So I broke every single one of them and I re-glued the ladybug on in a better spot that I liked. So, whoop, whoop. I miss being a kid and like wearing like little clips in my hair. And that's probably why I'm doing it now. And I know I'm too old. But have you considered that I don't care? Because I don't. Anyway, I did have the lyrics pulled up to Semi Charm Kind of Life. I know the lyrics, but it's like, you know, I don't want to come on here and make a fool of myself. Because at the end of the day, this is a very serious podcast, and I would never make a fool of myself. I would never, ever, ever be like joking on here and making a fool of myself. I take this very seriously. Now. I was like, can I think of like an actual joke? I can't. Oh, look at what my sister made. She made a sock kitten. Don't you love that? We called it Bobby because look, it bobbles. Don't you just love? Don't you guys just love it? Anyway, also, what I really wanted to do on this episode was while I was talking, I really wanted to make a fuzzball. So let's see if I can do it. Well, that's embarrassing. I just wasted 6 minutes. Okay, well, I tried. Anyway, so I am going to cut what I just did. I tried to make a little fuzzball while talking, but I just actually stopped talking and just kept trying to make the fuzzball, and then I failed at that. So, I guess that's just going to be a thing for another day. Is this still like way too exposed? Hold on, I got to change the settings on the camera. I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well because you know what I am. I got this new shirt today from Walmart. Can I say something for real? Walmart has upped their game because the clothing they got, I don't even know what the brand is, but like they have some cute stuff. You know, I'm all about getting clothes from like the grocery store because I'm not over here buying Gucci, you know. Not me. Not this girl. I'm going to Walmart. Y'all remember Faded Glory? Oh my lord. I had me some Faded Glory back in my day. Anyway, I got to tell you guys what happened to me. This is actually like you guys know me, my life is just one big stinker all the time. But this happened, was it, I guess last week? I don't know. I was in the library, and at my library, and I assume it's like this at other colleges too. I think I've heard other, like, colleges do something similar to this. In the library, it's, like, the floors are separated, depending on volume. So, like, the very first floor, maybe to the basement, is like you can talk as loud as you want. Then going up, it gets quieter and quieter until it gets to the top floor and it's completely silent. I always go to the top floor. And when you see my editing Beth segments, that's where I'm recording. So it's supposed to be silent up there, but no one ever goes up there, okay? people don't go up there. So I talk because I also don't care. And also I think, if I'm paying so much money to go there, I am going to break the rules because I don't care. That's it. That's important. I don't care. Remember that. Very important to this. But I was on the phone with my mom. What were we even talking about? I think I was applying to an internship and I was talking to her about it. And I was just on the phone, okay? And I'm not saying, now, am I kind of a loud talker? Yes, but I don't think I was being that loud, okay? I was up there and I was, chit-chatting it up. There was no one up there, so it wasn't a big deal. This guy walks by this worker and he's like, hey, you're on the top floor. You can't be talking. And I was on the phone. I was like, hold on, mommy. What? To this guy? And I had an attitude. I did. And I'll tell you why in a second. And he was like, you're on the top floor. You can't be talking. That's just the rules. And he was so mean. And I was just like, okay, I get it. And I had a real attitude with him. And I was just like, I'll just leave. So I get my things together and I leave and I'm on the phone with my mom. And she was like, do you want to cry? And I was like, no, I don't want to cry. I did, but whatever. And here's the thing. Let's see here. Was I breaking the rules? Yes. And did I have an attitude when he called me out on it? Yes. I'll tell you why. I had an attitude. Because this guy, it doesn't matter where I am in the library. It doesn't matter what's happening. If he sees me, he finds a way to bother me. Come up to me, be mean to me. He's awful every single time. And it's always, like, uncalled for, other than, like, literally this last time. But I don't care because no one was there. No one was up there. It was only me. So, yeah, I can talk as loud as I want. I'm not bothering anyone because there's no one here. I'm getting angry about it again. I hate this guy. It's like if he sees me, he finds a reason to come up to me and bother me and be mean to me. It's like every single time. And what happened one time, the first time it went down, the first time things went down, they have a vending machine in the library. I was on the first floor, so you can be as loud as you want. But I was on the first floor, and there was a vending machine, and I wanted to get a little snacky. So I go over there, I put my money in, and it eats all of my money and doesn't even give me the food. Like, it eats my money and does not give me the food. And so I go up to, like, I go up to the front desk. I'm like, hey, the vending machine, it took my money and won't give me my food. And before I could even get it out, the guy goes, we don't handle that. Like, yelling. He's like, we don't handle that. Giving me so much attitude. He was like, you got to take it up with someone else because we don't take care of that. Like, that's not our problem that I ate your money, that I took your money. Like, it's not our problem. And I was just like, okay. Like, he was awful. Like, seriously awful. And I go back to my sister and I tell her what happened. And she was like, okay, I'll deal with this. My sister goes up there. He treats her like a saint. He's like, oh, yeah, no, I'll see what we can do. And I'm like, oh, okay. So when it's my sister, it's like, oh yeah, let's take care of this issue. But when it's me, it's literally you're telling me to go die. Okay, no, I see how it is. And he comes back, and he goes to the vending machine, and he's like, you're gonna have to contact someone else, guys. This was like a whole thing. I mean, trying to get my money back, $3, by the way. And I probably would have just like let it go. But the fact that he was mean to me, I was like, okay, it's on now. No, it's on. So this actually preceded like a week-long process of me like going around to every department on my college campus trying to see who can give me my money back. And then I finally got in contact with the people who can get me my money back, and I never cashed the check. So I never cashed the check, and I lost $3. So there's also that. But then another time, it's like been numerous times. And another time, I went up to the front desk to get some headphones because I was doing an editing Beth segment, and I couldn't like my earbuds wouldn't hook up to my computer, so I needed some headphones. I think you guys saw that episode. I don't know if you remember me trying to wear headphones. The headphones did not work. I'm like itchy for some reason. The headphones didn't work. They hooked up to my computer and I could hear, but when I tried to record, it caught nothing. So it was just like a failed endeavor. But when I go up to go get the headphones, he's being so weird, as if he didn't treat me so bad before. Now he's all like, oh, hey, how you doing? And like, people do this all the time. This is so sad to say. There are times people just don't know when to stop the joke. You just don't know when to stop the joke, when to like let it die. Like just let the joke die. It's funny the first time, if even. you gotta know how to read the room, okay? And look, and on the note, we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it, okay? Everyone's done it. It's just a sad truth of reality. But that was really the situation that was happening here at the front desk. I honestly think he was flirting with me, and he was just trying to, like, giving it his best go at being funny. And unfortunately for him, he's not funny. That's so sad. Well, for you, for that guy, it's really sad. Me personally, I don't care because I don't like him. Anyway, but he was like, he wouldn't give me the headphones. He kept trying to be funny about it and like making me fill out all this paperwork and whatnot. And he's like, I know you really want these headphones. Didn't really want the headphones. In fact, that was really my last resort, but whatever. And it was just being weird, okay? And then the whole him coming up to the 4th floor to tell me that I'm being too loud, then that happened. And I'm telling you guys, if something happens again and he tries to be mean to me, oh, get ready, because it's going to be the crash out of a century. I'm going to let him have it like no one's ever had it before, because I'm going to scream in his face. I really am, because it's insane. He treats me so bad. It's like, I don't even know who this guy is, and he's ugly. Pick a struggle. You can't be mean and ugly, dude. Like, pick a struggle. I'm being mean to him. I know I am. He deserves it. I hate this guy. Oh my God. I don't know why he has it out for me so bad. Like, and I was telling my friend about it, and she was like, is he flirting with you? And I'm like, I think he is, in his own weird little way. And I don't get with that, because get away from me. How about this? How about this? Here's an idea. Get away from me. I don't want to see you, man. Get away. We're begging. Anyway, that's what happened at the library last week. And this is, I'm still not over this. Like, I'm being so serious with you guys. I'm not over this. I'm still mad about it. Every time I think about it, Brooke's right there. Every time I think about it, it's just like, I'm mad all over again. It doesn't stop. And I'll tell you this. The other day, I made a video where I was like, I don't get over anything. I just forget, and then I remember it again. I'm mad all over. I made that about this situation, because every single time I remember it happened, I'm like, I hate this guy, because leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm a good little girl. I'm a good person. Leave me alone. And when it all went down, my mom was like, see, this is what happens. This is what happens, Beth. When someone has no life, they take it out on others. Innocent girls like you. And I was like, I know. And look where I'm recording editing that segment. In the dorm, not at the library, because I don't want to get yelled at by this weird man. So how are you guys doing? Well, let's talk about what happens today, okay? This is at a different place. It was just 2 library incidents that happened, like, weird. So today, I'm in my hometown, because, I come home why am I so itchy? We come home on the weekends, right? Well, my sister, she wanted to get some, like, professional photos taken, and I take all her photos. So we went to there's a college campus. Not a university, it's a college. It's where, like, literally everyone from my hometown goes. My sister and I decided we didn't want to go there, but, like, most people ended up going there. But it's, like, just the college in our town. And we go to, they have, like, a really pretty campus, so we were going to go take photos there. And also, because I'm going to be starting online school, we thought, we'll go to this campus, even though I'm not gonna be a student there. Maybe because it's a college campus, I could go there occasionally and, like, do my work, just, to get out. So we were gonna go to the library too, and maybe take some pictures there and, like, scope the place out. So we go, and we take our pictures and whatnot. We make our way to the library. And by the way, this is, like, one of the things I don't like about this college. The reason I didn't go is because, as I said before, like, literally everyone from my hometown goes there, and I wanted out. Like, I wanted to be around new people, which is what happened. So, that was great. But we go to this college campus, guys. This place, every time we drive around or whatever, it is so dead. Like, on my college campus now, like, people are out, they're sitting at tables, they're eating. There's pop-ups of, like, the frats, like, it's a university, like how you would imagine. This place, it is dead. There are no students around ever. No one's ever out walking. Like, this place is dead, barren. Like, it's crazy. So we had a great time taking pictures, because, there wasn't going to be anyone in the background. There was nobody there. But we go to the library, and we open the door. And the moment we go in, still nobody there. But this, like, group of, like, adults, they're all dressed really nice. One of them walks out immediately. Like, immediately he sees us, and he goes, "What are y'all doing?" And we were like, we wanted to take some photos. And he goes, he wasn't, like, necessarily mean. He was not mean, he was just weird. He comes over and he's like, "Oh, we're closed." On a Which was weird. It's a college, and the library's closed on a Saturday? The library to be closed at all on a college campus at, like, 5 in the afternoon is weird, like, I don't that's weird, like, on my college campus, the library is open every day and doesn't close until, like, 1 a.m. It was just weird, but we were like, "Oh, okay, well, we'll just come back." But he's like, "Yeah, we're closed, and the security's gonna come soon." And when he goes to say that, you guys, he tries to grab me by the arm and, like, usher me out of there. Like, he, like, lunges his arm to me and, like, tries to grab me, and my face, I was like, and my sister, like, grabs me and, like, pulls me away. It was so weird. The man tried to grab me. It was like, oh my God. We left immediately. And as we were walking out, we hear some lady in the background. "Do you want to take our pictures?" No, girl, I don't want to take your pictures. I'm trying to get out of here. This dude's trying to grab me. It was so weird. It was so weird. We booked it out of there. We were like, bye. It was so strange. So, and I still didn't get to explore the library. It was just weird. It was weird. It was so weird. I don't even know, you guys. I don't even, like, I can't even, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, crazy, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Thank you. La 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 la. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Dude, you know what the worst feeling is? Sorry, now I'm like, amazing segue, Beth. Amazing segue. Like, cut it and then, like, you know, it's weird. No, sorry to change the topic. However, you want to know something that's so awful? You know when, like, you meet someone and you, like, really click? You just feel it in your heart. You feel it in your soul. Like, you really click with this person. And then you, like, leave, you part ways or whatever. And you're like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna follow them on Instagram." So you look them up and you follow them, and then they don't follow you back. What, I thought we were, like, best friends. Like, I literally thought, like, we were meant to be. I thought we were going to be, like, best friends till the end. Like, that's how hard I thought we clicked. And now you're not following me back. And then your mind starts to spiral. Like, oh my God, am I a weirdo? Am I Jughead Jones weirdo? Like, what's wrong with me? Why aren't they following me back? Then you kind of like, oh, you know what? Maybe they just don't get on Instagram much. Maybe they just don't check their phone. And then you go back to, you know, they're just so two-faced. They're so two-faced. They were nice to my face, but they're probably talking bad about me behind my back. I don't know. And not that this is coming from something that actually happened to me or anything. Anyway, but I did have something I actually want to talk about. So, okay, because because I'm going to be doing online school now, I really want to kind of get, like, a internship. Not like a job. Like, I don't want to be working, like, a full-time job. But I want to get, like, an internship or maybe, like, a part-time job. Because I want to get some work experience, right? So I've been applying to a bunch of internships. Can I say something that is so strange? The word intern and experience in the same sentence is crazy work. Like, that is diabolical. Like, what are you talking about? An intern? I've seen numerous internships that are like, we're looking for someone with 5+ years experience. 5+ years experience for an intern? Unpaid? Dude! That's like a senior level position that you're looking for. What are you talking about? That's crazy. I've seen so many like that. But on a different side, I have been looking at a lot of internships, and guys, I won't lie, I'm kind of excited. I really, really want one. I want one so bad. I really, really, oh my gosh, guys, my dream is to work for, like, a media company. Like, that would be such a cool one to do. Applied to one, got rejected. Yay! It's been awesome. But, like, honestly, the rejections have not really got to me because I'm like, at least they're seeing it, you know, they're seeing my application, because I've heard a lot of horror stories that's like, oh, these places that you applied to, it's all bots, which I'm sure, like, some of them are. But that scared me because I'm like, am I submitting my applications to something that's not even real? But, you know, I'm getting rejected. So at least, like, when I'm applying to these jobs, they are seeing it. So, like, there was a chance I could have gotten an interview, which means there was a chance I could have got it. So I'm like, literally never mess with me because I'm so delusional. I will convince myself that it's all working in my favor. Or on the flip side of that, I will be convincing myself that my life sucks and is terrible and everything is going against me. So, you know, you really got to pick. You really got to pick your battles on that. But yeah. So, but the internship game is it's really, really interesting. And because I am transferring and I'm going to be an online student now at a different university, I'm now not required to do an internship at the program I'm currently in that they're shutting down. Yes. By the way, if this is your first episode, yeah, they're shutting down my college program. It's like a whole thing. Yeah, my life stinks. We know it. We know the story. But like as it stands right now in my like major now, I'm required to have an internship in order to graduate. But I have to get the internship via handshake. And truth be told, you guys, there's just not that many. Like, there's a lot of the internships that you find, like, they're not going to be listed on Handshake. They're not going to be listed on on Indeed. A lot of internships are actually like listed on the websites of the businesses' workplaces. And so it really like shuts so many doors when I'm like required to get the internship via Handshake. Like it has to be on there. I think that's so weird. I'm like, does the school have like some kind of connection to Handshake? I don't know, but I couldn't find one and it sucked booty, but now it doesn't matter because I'm transferring. But now that I am transferring, it opens so many doors because now if I want it, I'm not required to get an internship for one, but if I do want one, I can do literally anything I want. I can do anything I want under the sun. I can go anywhere. It doesn't matter. And I think that's so cool. And now I'm like really, really excited. And because I've been looking for so many, I'm seeing so many jobs that I wondered, what's on my neck? Nothing. I'm seeing so many jobs that I didn't know existed, and I'm like, you know what? It kind of gave me hope, even though I've got like rejected from some of them. I don't care about that, you know. That's part of the game. But like I'm seeing like so many cool jobs, and I'm like, wow, there's so many opportunities, and I'm like really, really, really excited. I'm so excited to graduate college and have a big girl job. And I know a lot of people are like, no, the real world, I can't. But I'm like so excited because you know what? At the end of the day, nothing could be worse than high school. And I live by that. On a real note, I'm not even playing. I live by that. Literally, nothing could be worse than my junior year of high school. Nothing. There is not a single thing that could be worse on this planet that would be worse than my junior year of high school. That was seriously like nuclear level, awful, horrific stuff. And on that note, I literally saw my high school bully the other day. I literally did. This is actually crazy. I wasn't going to talk about this, but since it kind of came up naturally, I literally saw my high school bully the other day. And prior, like maybe Beth last year would have seen my high school bully, and I probably would have ran and hide. I would have ran and hid, right? But what I did this time, I saw my high school bully, ran and hid, then realized, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to march up to my high school bully and I'm going to look them dead in the eye and I'm just going to act like I don't even know who they are. And that's exactly what I did. So yay me. Did I tell you guys about this already? I don't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember anything. And I feel like you guys should know me well enough that I am going to repeat stories on here. I am, because honestly, I'm just here for a good time. That's the reason I do this. And if me having a good time means repeating a story for the 5th time, then that's just what it is. I'm just here to have fun and entertain. And, you know, you either get on the train or stay at the station. I don't know what you want me to say. But yeah, I saw my high school bully and I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. And I marched back up and I was like, hello, there's a baby doll head in that corner. And she was like, huh? And I was like, baby doll head in the corner. It's weird. And then I walked out because when I did go run and hide, I noticed that there was just a random baby doll head in the corner. So I let her know of that, and then I skedaddled. You know, I'm actually weird. I'm a really weird person. I said that, like, I gave you guys that, what happened, and I am weird. Anyway, but yeah, no, I literally saw my high school bully, and it just made me realize, like, you know what? I'm stronger now, and I'm literally amazing. I'm amazing. Like, look at all the stuff I've accomplished. I'm awesome. You guys, I'm literally awesome. I'm doing so great. I'm seeing where all my high school bullies, yeah, plural, it's unfortunate, but I'm seeing where they end up, and I'm like, wait, I literally won! Not that it was a competition, but it was, and I am currently in the I'm winning first place, and I intend to stay there because I stay on top. They say it's lonely at the top, but lucky for me, I am used to being alone. Anyway, no, you guys know what happened to me today? This was cray cray. My mom, my mom and sister. My mom had found this like antique vintagey show thing that was going to happen at this like local arena or whatever that we have near our town. And we were like, "Oh my god, we want to go because it's at the same place." Do you guys remember? I don't This was a really long time ago. You'd have to be like a real deep Buzz with Beth fan to remember this. But I think it was episode 8 of season 1 of the Buzz with Beth. Um I think it was that episode where I was telling you guys that I went to a craft show and I bought all kinds of jelly. It was at that same place. And so we thought this like antique vintagey show thing that they were going to do was going to be similar to that. So we go today. We woke up early. My sister, mom, and I, we all went. We pay $40 to get in. Okay. $40. We had to pay for parking. All right. And we thought the fee that we paid to like actually get in was the fee. And we parked and stuff. Then we actually walk up and then we had to pay again. And it was like only cash. And so my mom was like she was like, "Oh, we're paying again." So she pulled out her card and the lady was like, "Oh, we don't do card." And so my sister ended up paying because she was like, "Wait, I have cash." And so we paid $40 to get in. We go in. The place is so packed. And this is what I love so much is people, I love it, you guys. I love it. People, they'll just stand in the middle of a walkway and congregate and talk to their friends. It's like, I love it. It's like they wake up and they're like, "You know what? I'm going to ruin someone's day. I'm going to stand in the middle of this hallway. I'm going to block everyone's passage." Yes, I love it. I love it so much. I love that you're standing in my way. Can I tell you guys something? That is actually my biggest pet peeve. Like when people are just like standing in the middle of a walkway and like congregating with all of their friends. People do this at my dorm all the freaking time. And I will walk, but I'll like squeeze by and then yell really like loudly. Gosh, I hate it when people just congregate in the middle of the hallway. I do that all the time because I'm a bad person and I'm okay with it. No, I'm kidding. But no, they do that. They do that. And it's so annoying. God, I hate that worse than anything, y'all. It peeves me off. But no, we go to this event and that's like all people want to do. They just want to stand there looking dumb, looking stupid, talking to their friends about God knows what, nothing important, nothing of interest. And they're blocking the walkways. I'm trying to get through. There's so many people there. And then what they're selling is it's all like mom and pop shop stuff, like, which, you know, to each their own. If that's what you want to do, that's fine, but it's not antique, it's not vintage, and it's not really my taste, and it was boring to me. And so I'm like walking through there, my mom's walking through there, literally nothing is piquing our interest. And then we run by one of those things that's like, everything's in resin, like all the flowers are in resin, all the butterflies are in resin, and guys, it's time I say butterflies scare me. So I didn't like that section. But my mom was just like, "We should have just went to First Watch, but it's too late." And I was like, I pull out my phone. It's not too late. It's not too late. It's still open. And so we ended up leaving and we went to eat there. And when we went to eat there, this was crazy. When we went to First Watch to go eat, one of the workers from Kroger, the Kroger that we go to, was literally there. And what was so crazy about this is like, ever since this Kroger opened up, like this guy has like, I guess worked there like the whole time. My mom said she's known him for like so long because she's just like recognized him from working there. But you know, when you see someone like one place, it's like seeing your teacher out in the wild. You're like, whoa, they have like a life. I saw this guy, this worker, he was there. He was eating with like what appeared to be his son and like his parents. And I was like, whoa, this dude has like a life. That's so crazy. Like, and I mean, obviously people have their own life, but like just witnessing it is like really, really interesting. And like just seeing how they all interact with each other. And I don't know why I like felt connected to this guy. And I was like, oh, look at him. Like this guy who I've like known from afar for like so much of my life. He's just out here having a good old time with his family, just eating. And I just thought it was sweet. And I was like, it's like when a character levels up. It felt like SNL when the characters, they go from like, what is it? Like featured players to like, or the one thing to the other thing, you know, that thing. Uh, that made absolutely zero sense. But it was like character level up is what it felt like. I thought that was cool. I don't know. Oh, this also. I feel like I'm jumping topics so fast, and now like the episode's literally about to end. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna have to come up with like editing Beth segments, but I'm also so tired too. So there's also that. But this is like the last thing. My mom, my poor mother, she lost her cookies today, you guys. She, like, her life flashed before her eyes. We went to Walmart. We were just, like, getting some snacks or whatever. And we went in for toilet paper and we left with no toilet paper. We forgot to get it. But we were in there. We were just, like, getting a few groceries. And we're walking. And my mom had, like, turned or whatever. And she, like, was looking at Brooke and they were, like, saying something. And I was, like, standing, like, behind her. And then all of a sudden, my mom goes, Beth? Beth! Beth! Like, screaming at the top of her lungs my name. And she was like, where'd she go? And I was like, I'm right here. She, like, seriously thought I had went missing for, like, a solid, like, 10 seconds. She freaked out. Like, she literally thought I had been, like, abducted. And, like, screaming my name throughout the store. And I was like, I'm right here. I was sitting directly behind her. And I was just like, are you okay? I'm right here. And she's like, oh, my God. Oh, my. And I was like, whoa, what happened? She, like, thought something happened. I disappeared. Like, I got killed or something. It was crazy. It was really, really funny. She was like, you know, and I said I was right there. You just, like, see, like, the, oh, my God, like, wash over her. She's like, oh, thank God. Then she, like, hugged me and kissed me. And, like, her baby was gone. Like, it was crazy. It really was like a movie, you guys. Like, she was, like, screaming, like, genuine fear. And my sister and I were like, huh, what? Because my sister could see me standing there. My mom's back was to me. I don't know. But I've been making fun of my mom for that all day. It was really, really funny. Yeah, she, like, lost me. She thought she lost her baby, man. I don't know. It was really funny. But she also gave me this idea. She was in here a little bit ago right before I started recording. We have this little tree. She got me this tree. It's been featured in, like, every episode, all the past episodes, or the few past episodes. She got me this little tree, and it was for Valentine's Day. It had little Valentine's Day ornaments. It was from Aldi. But I have these, like, little bracelets that I got from when if you guys remember, when I dressed up as Bridgerton for Vitamin String Quartet and I won. Well, one of the things I won was all these Taylor Swift album charm bracelets. And she gave me the idea to put them on there. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? And it goes right next to Bobby. Look at little Bobby. Bobby! Beat Bobby Flay. Can I say something? I'm not good at much, but I think I could beat Bobby Flay in making pumpkin bread. Bobby Flay, if you're out there, Mr. Flay, if you're out there, I'm going to beat you when it comes to making pumpkin bread. Get ready. Get ready, because I'm coming after you. I don't play around about my pumpkin bread. No, I don't. Granny Murray's pumpkin bread, I don't play. Apparently, that's like my great-great-great-grandma or something who made this pumpkin bread, and I have her recipe, and I make it all the time. And you know what? It sounds really good right now, and it's not even in season. It's like we're in spring now, but I'm like, let me get my hands on this pumpkin bread. Am I right, ladies? But yeah, that's been my life lately. I know, maybe I don't know if this is gonna be a shorter episode or what, but yeah, things have been crazy, you guys, and I got this new little shirt, and I'm looking really sexy and cute. But yeah, I love you guys so much. And I do. I love you guys, and this has been my life. And this has been my life. Thank you for joining me. That Hillary Duff clip. But I love you guys. I love you guys so much. This has been The Buzz with Beth. I am your host, Bethany Haven. And I love you. Oh my God. Meow. Meow. I think I'm going to see later if I hit that note. Bye. Oh my God. Wait, I'm the dead wife in the movies. Wait, this is my impression of the dead wife in the movies. Oh my God, stop. No, stop. I love you. We're gonna be together forever.